are the trusted sources of information that you get for your business? No, I was just throwing it out there to everybody.
I would say like Movement Mortgage, Andy's weekly is very informative. I think that's something that I definitely share with my clients.
Yeah. You take that information and you put it into the dialogues that you have with your clients, and you trust that information to be, fairly accurate, right?
Better be.
Well, in the moment, I trust that it is too.
Mm-hmm.
The point is that it is a moving target, right? Where else? Where else do you guys get information? For your newsletters, for your businesses, where are you deriving that information?
Keeping current matters.
Keeping current matters.
Yeah, we use that. We use that a lot.
Yeah. And they have a fairly positive spin on things. I feel like most times they are they frame things in a optimistic way.
Yeah, and then it depends on the conversation. If you're having like current, pricing conversations, market value conversations, market, I guess, kind of like what the trend is and stuff, that's something that you rely on. But if there's something specific that you want to discuss with your clients, for instance, I brought up that estate planning topic over to my clients and had a whole seminar on that for them, and that information was relayed to me by my estate attorney.
And so you leveraged, your trusted sources to supply trusted information.
Yes.
Which is a great branding, business building attribute, and I think that's important. Charles.
Stephen Thomas is a guru. Is he kind of Orange County? But he puts out a Los Angeles County housing report and collects data about the county and every specific city in the county and compiles it all, and then has, of course, a really great overview of what's going on in the market in both a grand way and in a granular way.
What is the framework of that? Where do you find that information?
It's a subscription with him, and it's $15 a month, and it's really amazing. So he does LA, Orange County. He does also the Bay Area now. He also now does Phoenix, Maricopa County. He also does Vegas. The information is so concise. The charts and graphs are really strong. We started sending it directly to clients that we're in conversation with regarding price reductions. Or they're not having, like, well, why are we having more activity? It's like, let me just show you why you're not having more activity. And it shows, like, on a monthly basis, the days on market growing on properties over $2 million in LA County. And then, as Chuck said, it breaks it down into individual areas, individual cities, and then individual areas like Beverlywood.
Sure.
What is that?
Yeah.
And you really
Reports on housing is what it's called.
And so, in addition to the monthly housing report that you get, that you can share it on social media, you can share it individually with clients. You cannot share it with other agents because it's a subscription service. But you can use it, and there are lots of downloads, and you can only download the graphs that you can post, or you can download charts, you can download summaries. There are a lot of different ways to use the information to get it out there. And it's interesting, we covered it at our team meetings, and it's interesting. It's like, oh, well, the thing that we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks is in this report. Like, it's showing up right here.
What we're experiencing
is verified by the numbers that are in front of us now, which is really interesting. And then he also, in between that, so that's a month, that's every other week. And then in between that, you get a video of him just talking about the market that week. And so there's some really valuable, it's the most valuable thing, the most locally valuable thing.
Yeah.
Hyper. Compiling the numbers ourselves is the most valuable thing that we've got.
Oh, well, I mean, the time it would take you, the human hours that it would take.
I just forwarded an email to you.
Okay, we'll get it. We'll send it out to you guys. Hyper local information is very, very difficult to find, let alone trust. So, if you guys are telling me that is a great resource, then, that's, thank you for asking the question, Samantha.
You're welcome.
With that, he's an economist.
He's an economist,
Okay,
It's,
so-
it's this reportsonhousing.com,
That's
right?
it. That's it.
excellent.
That's cool. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Okay, all right. That was, oh, Christine, did you have a,
Yeah, I use a neighborhood snapshot on MLS, and then I have like a Outpost link embedded into my bi-monthly newsletter, so reports by zip. And then you can just go there and, zip code.
and the clients are able to,
Yeah, the neighborhood snapshot has like based on market, and
Uh-huh.
you can do that all, well, you just do it in the flyer.
Yeah.
Send it in many different formats.
excellent, excellent. All right, what's
Hey,
a
Joey, can I jump in real quick?
Oh, yeah.
It's Jen Lana here, and I had a question from a client on a YPO thread that's actually time sensitive, and it kind of pertained to what that conversation was just about. And I'm wondering if anyone had any feedback to help answer this question, which was, does anyone have a spreadsheet or suggestion on software that helps crunch the numbers to evaluate opportunities? I'm exploring purchasing some rental properties as part of my portfolio. Wondering if anyone knew the best answer for that or had any, experience with any kind of software or spreadsheet technology software.
Well, I have a simple spreadsheet that I would be happy to give you, but also, AAAA, or is a apartment association, has some, the American Apartment Association or Apartment Owners Association, something like that.
AAOA, I think.
AAOA.
Apartment
they-
Association.
They probably have some tools on there also. I don't know the sophistication level of your particular client. I might have some even, a little more involved spreadsheets.
Yeah, he's pretty sophisticated. Yeah. Like go ahead, sorry.
Text me and I'll send you what I have.
Okay, awesome. Is the AAOA, is it specific to apartments, or does it talk about commercial and residential as well?
It's all residential multifamily.
Gotcha.
I thought-
Okay, thanks, guys.
Okay. What I have is pretty much residential multifamily too.
Awesome,
All
thanks.
right. Guess what? We're closed on July 4th. That's a Wednesday this year. Thursday this year, which kind of
Plus Thursday and Friday?
sucks a little bit. Oh,
Not just
oh
Thursday.
no, we're just closed Thursday. Yeah, but let's not have.
The banks are open on Friday. Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to know. Business as usual.
Yep.
So something to fund on Friday.
Absolutely. We're going to start talking a little bit more about KW Cares, because the need for support in our community is growing, right? And so want to, sometimes there are certain benefits of being with this with this company that I forget to extol, right? And I think KW Cares is a really great resource for people who need it and their families. I think there's a little video, right, Samantha? Where'd you go? Oh, and then I'll talk about how
It's
you
2
can
minutes.
help, and it'll be an ongoing conversation.
I'm Kristen Oktar, and I joined Keller Williams April of last year, so I've been with them almost a year. October, I was having some issues, and I went to see my doctor. I was diagnosed with stage 3C colon cancer. I'm 40 years old. I'll add in that I was married for 15 years, and my husband and I have 2 beautiful children, and we divorced in July. So that was tough. And then having this diagnosis was even tougher. It's been awful. The side effects, I've had like every single one of them. On my down weeks where I'm really sick and I need help, my daughter will help cook for my son and bring me anything I need. They're what keeps me going, because I will be honest, I've wanted to quit so many times through my rounds because it's so tough, but I look at them and I'm like, can't quit, you got to keep going, KW Cares like came through and, you know, I filled out the application and everything. And I'm just so grateful. I can't even put into words how much you guys have helped me, like, you know, raise my kids, like food, bills, you know, everything like that. And I'm just so grateful. I wish I could hug everybody that's behind the scenes on this because it's been a godsend.
Kill this cancer, kill this cancer, kill this cancer, kill it, kill it.
So that pulls on the heartstrings as it's supposed to, right? And the point is that life happens whether we like it or not. And KW Care's goal is to be a financial support system in those moments. Yes, it's there for individual agents and their families when life presents these challenges. And it's also there when larger life events happen for large groups of people, floods, tornadoes, all of that. Keller Williams Cares now has 14-wheelers and trucks and all of this other stuff. It's been a pileup, right? On top of the market condition, the sociological discontent in our world, the natural disasters. It's been a barrage. Okay, and I do respect this organization as one who steps in when asked and sometimes when not asked. Right, Hurricane Sandy, things like that. They identify all of the KW agents affected by it very, very quickly, and there was like $10,000 in their accounts because we do have profit share and they have direct access to putting money in your account at least. So they put $10,000 in everybody's account, and that's happened in most of the natural disasters that I remember. The point is, there's a way for you to participate, and that is through the green sheet, right? There is a section on the green sheet where you can put anywhere from you can put any amount of money you want. Every little bit adds up. Samantha, you want to?
So when you do your commission section in command, there is a thing, they call it transactional giving. So you're giving from the transaction.
Yeah.
And you can set it up to do a recurring amount. And it can be a hard number, like $10 per transaction, or you can do a percentage. And what you can do is just this, there's a lot on here. Feel free to take a snapshot. You can always ask me questions. But this is a way to just set $15 per transaction automatically will just be in there. And you can always take it out or adjust it if you want. But it's just in there, so you don't have to think about it, but just know that a portion of your proceeds from sale will go towards KW Cares.
Yeah, and I think, Pete's here, so we can mention, Pete is the largest contributor in this office to KW Cares, right? And has been for several years now. We appreciate that. Again, it's a little bit at a time. And as a team, if everybody did a little, that really adds up in this office, and then that office, and then there's 700 offices, and what's that? And it's tax deductible, of course. It's a contribution. It's a legal, it has a legal standing. Yep. Oh, sorry. So we'll talk about it more, but just awareness. Sometimes I forget to talk about the little stuff, right? And this is a big little thing. And also, if you or anyone in your family is undergoing a large challenge that then you should apply for KW Cares.
Send your daughter to college?
No, that's unfortunate. I'd be on that like nobody's business, believe me. But yeah. And don't be, there's no humility, this woman's been with the company for a year, right? It doesn't matter, they're there to help. It's it's a process, but we can help with that process too. Okay, just let us know. All right, upside, capper time. And congratulations to our most recent cappers, right? It's right? Cappers, and that is John and Doug. Come on, boys, come on. Got the new 2024 version.
Wow.
I don't want to just keep on stacking capper hats that have no significance. Has no significance to the year. So now we can start stacking them by year.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Thank you, thank you.
And I'm proud on many levels, personally and professionally. Oh, let's get a little shot.
There we go.
There you go. Okay, all that dentistry, go.
There we go, exactly.
Get my money's worth.
Do we look natural?
Who cares at this point?
Oh, my eyebrows.
Exactly. I've known John for now 20 years, 21 years.
Something like that.
2003, 2004, right?
Yes.
And I've got to see you in action and in awe, and then when you met Chuck and how you are growing this business, and it's like watching a parent go.
Wait, who's the parent?
You guys probably. Well, in the respect that it's like watching you guys, build a business, run a business, and being in awe of your ability to handle the successes and challenges of it. Right.
Thank you.
Right. That's it. I mean, that's the gift, is that I get a front row seat to your journey. Right. And it's inspirational.
That's where I want you to be.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Welcome to the Coliseum.
It's been great being in business with you for that amount of time, and you've been super supportive, and we love you like family, and you're a big part of success. Because what I will tell you is, we're in a mastermind group with a lot of other teams, and a lot of the conversations that we have regularly are about their team leaders and the lack of support that they have in their offices as a team. And so, thank you.
And it's like,
and we can't underscore that enough. We cannot underscore that. I mean, just the fact that you've been here for 14 years now?
Yes, 12, 13.
How many team leaders around the country?
No, it's a small group.
What's the average lifespan of a team leader? It's like
18 to 24.
Yeah, that's it.
Months, yeah.
2 years. 2 years in and out.
Which isn't just, the fact that, you've got nowhere else to go. It's not that sort of thing. It's
not just that fact.
You love what you do.
I do.
Well, and it contributes to the stability of the office and the stability of the agents in that relationship, right? I mean, we're able to be in business with someone that cares about us, and we're able to sustain that over an extended period of time, which is what you have to build a business, right? Having an 18-month relationship is not going to get us there. Right. And
no, so you could.
We just want to turn this all back on.
This is all. And as we should, right? But it's not just you; it's what you've helped create here.
That's it.
So,
the fact
Brian is here.
This is an exceptional environment.
Yeah, I agree.
Tati, I mean, people are shocked at how fast we get our commission checks.
Yes.
From market centers around the country.
Yeah.
They're like, you get them the next day. What are you talking about? Now, part of that's the way the escrow works here, and part of that is the fact that we have such an efficient back office that's just supporting us. People want to send us referrals because they know they're going to get a referral check when it closes,
more quickly than
within a couple of days of when it closes. They're shocked. We just sent one to San Antonio, and it's like, I've got it already.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
We want everybody to get paid. What words of wisdom would you like to part with?
Just keep on keeping on. Christina knows she's been doing some work with us as well. It's been, it's grueling right now. It just is. And so you just keep doing the open houses and keep doing the phone calls and keep doing the door knocking and keep doing the Instagram and keep doing and just keep it on and keep it on and keep it on, and things start showing up.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Sylvia on our team, and by the way, we have to acknowledge, it is Sylvia on our team and Oscar on our team. Oscar's right there. Sylvia is traveling today, so she's not on the thing, but who have contributed so much to the success this year and us being able to cap. And of course, Coy, our Director of Operations, and Kathleen, who's our Client Care Manager, and Jill Imanaga, who's our Virtual Assistant in Manila, and Colin, who's our social media expert. You know, we've just got this, we've been fortunate enough that we've been able to create this family of, you know, exceptionally talented people.
A little office within an office.
Yeah.
Within a big company.
To do it.
You can
And
step into that. It takes time. You made some mistakes.
A lot of
you
mistakes.
made some bad hires. You
Horrible
made some
hires.
great hires. But it's a problem. But the point is, I don't mean that. I don't mean
No,
that.
no, no, but that's-
it's part of the deal.
Everybody always
It's
looks
part of the deal.
at the top of the mountain, right? And they don't see the journey up to it and the
No,
challenges.
we're happy to
that
tell you
are-
how we've screwed it up.
Yeah.
Which has been a lot. Other than, you know, that time we chose to work with Tiffany years ago. It was one of the greatest things we did.
You had to put some
Thanks,
effort
sweetheart.
into it.
And Samantha, Alan, and yeah. So we got a few things right. But yeah, I mean, it's you know, times are tough, and you know, to say otherwise is just disingenuous. But it is about doing the activities on a daily basis and just showing up. Like when you don't want to get out of bed in the morning, it's like, I got nothing going on. You got to get up, right? You got to find a way in your
Because there's another door to knock.
makeup, right? In your personal being, you got to find a way to get up, get out of bed, get on the phone, get in front of people. Retreating, which I will say we've done a bit of over the last year and a half. It's been tough, and we've actually found ourselves sort of pulling back from being in front of people so much, and that has not served us well. And so we have made decisions to do otherwise and get back out there and get in front of everybody we can get in front of and just keep forging a path forward. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
On a tough day, you just have to, the only way to feel better is to talk to more people, and that's counterintuitive in the moment, but at the end of the day, I feel better. Even though I don't want to do it first thing in the morning some days, I feel better at the end of the day. It's like, okay, I got something done. What did I do today to move my business forward? What did I do today?
What would Tiffany do? What would Christina do? You know, just do that.
Yeah.
And we have the luxury of knowing that this moment will pass, right?
It will. 2025 is looking like
As
it's
they have.
2025, the day that you don't want to get up and do anything, the day you're not feeling it, the moment you're not feeling it, that moment passes and there's a new moment and a new opportunity. And, we have that luxury of knowing just being on the earth longer and being in business longer to know that every market has an opportunity and every day has an opportunity, right? And
You started to say a moment ago about Sylvia. What happened?
Sylvia.
Case in point.
Signed a buyer today from an open house 6 years ago.
Wow.
6 years ago.
It's a long game, baby.
Just staying in contact.
And she was not the first agent she met. She met another agent on our team who was no longer with
She
our
doesn't
team.
remember that.
And so we, take those people and assign them to new agents. And so Sylvia inherited this contact and 4 years ago, and she's just been following up and checking in and following up and checking in. And one called and said, I think it's time. It's just time. So, which is great. I mean, and on those days when it's tough and you think, is any of this getting me anywhere? Does any of this mean, like, what am I doing here? And then you think about, oh, right. That can happen at any moment, at any day. You never know who's on the other end of that text or the other end of that phone call or
What
email.
need,
Like
what
who-
question, what,
Yeah, from out of nowhere. And you can focus on door knocking and doing all this, and it may never come from door knocking, but it will come from somewhere else if you stir the pot enough, right? It's just
Agreed.
stirring the pot, energetically
Every day.
stirring the pot enough that something shows up in your world.
Agreed.
And so it's just
To be
being
clear, something
intentional.
will come from door knocking if you do.
Well, but that's not the
Support
point.
stir the pot,
The
yeah.
point is you're building your business. It doesn't matter where it comes from, expected or unexpected is my mental treatment that I do. It can come from anywhere. It can come from places that I expected or something completely unexpected. It makes no difference where it comes from as long as it shows up for me.
It shows up when you're out there in the universe and you're having a conversation and you're being you're being your lovely and interactive selves, and it comes to you. I love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay, don't forget those hats. Where did they go? Shit. Classic relationship move. All right. Mega camp. Everything is all dark and set in the back in a license agent. Cost $7.99. Mega camp this year, August 12th through the 15th in Austin, Texas. I know it's hot in Austin in August, but I go every year. I like it. You'll be cold because the convention center is freezing.
If the Texas power grid holds up.
Oh, that's not instilling confidence, but it's still $7.99, and it's a great productive way to learn about the market and what is new. And there's never been a more important time to develop your skills at a higher level. Mega Camp is where that can happen. I'll be there. Samantha and I will be there. Look who joined. Cassandra.
Yay.
Plavakos.
Plavukas. Yeah, she's one of my best friends. The kids are
Say
7.
one more time.
Plavukas.
Plavukas. Welcome. And also Vicky Baskoy, who has been around for quite a bit of time, and at the Coal Banker, and has moved over. Her niece Miriam and also Jan Hohenstein will be part of a collective support system for her. So we're excited to have Vicky, and we get Vicky in here to talk about her journey someday. It would be fun. She was a pioneer. Also, Jeffrey Prang's going to be here today at 12:30 in person, and we're going to have him on Zoom. Also, he's the County of Los Angeles assessor. And well, you can talk to him after. He has a presentation that he will be presenting. I think it's really, really important to understand what the assessor's office does, and
He's great, so if you haven't
Jeffrey,
signed up for it, please.
just show on up. We're going to be here. All right, excellent. That's right after here. Also, MLS class next Tuesday, 2:30 in person. Jose will be here, training on what's new in the MLS, also answering any questions you have. The MLS actually is a really amazing tool, and you can use it at a really, really high level, and you just have to dive in deep, right? Okay, insurance class. We're going to just keep having the insurance classes because they are it's such a big part of the deals right now. Just a friend of mine put an offer in on something on Roscommare, and of course it's in a high severity fire zone, and the acquisition of insurance is going to be an issue. Yep. So
Especially with the bigger homes, just remember Fair Plan only goes up to $3 million for rebuild costs. So if it's a 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 square foot house, you've got to go to surplus lines carriers. You could be talking 25,000 plus a year. So it's call number one when you have a buyer.
Yep.
Anjanette Lumita is a friend of mine. She's really good with problematic.
She's a good problem solver. Excellent.
And with the new RPA that's coming out, there is now a separate insurance contingency period, so which means you're gonna have to jump on it like day one because you've only got so many days to get insurance set for your property, or you're gonna get those notices to perform.
That all falls on the buyer.
That all falls on the buyer.
Right.
So, and we don't know what the norm is gonna be on that yet, so I don't know, 10 days, 14 days?
That's gonna ask you what's the default time.
What's it gonna take to get a quote? Depends on the property, right? So if you've got a simple house with flats, that's one thing. If you've got the 5,000 square foot house in a high power severity zone, it may take you 3 weeks. days to get insurance. Or something you can.
Yeah, California Fair Plan's taking a while to get back to people.
Yeah,
Setting in
so
place.
insurance has gotta be, that's your first call.
Yeah.
That's, is gonna be as important as the lender.
Guys, take a deep breath. I know there's lots of new changes, lots of moving parts, lots of driving forward 1,000 miles an hour and then hitting the brakes and this and all. The most important thing you could do for your business is what Chuck and John talked about, and that is the nurturing of your existing relationships and the fostering of new relationships, okay? That is where you should keep your focus. The chips will fall where the chips are gonna fall, and there will be a path forward. We just don't particularly know when and what that path is gonna look like right now. But the path is going to be to buying and selling real estate, whatever it is, okay? So don't get yourself worked up about it. Not yet, at least. The morning show is, and in that, you know, they're going to put a pin in it at some point or another. There's going to be some mistakes that they make too, and it's going to be a fluid process for at least a couple of years. So it won't work out, right? Morning show, 9 a.m. every morning. I miss hearing the voices of the lovely Lorna and Tracy Bates. Learn anything from Tracy Bates every morning. I would encourage you all to get on. And at 10 o'clock every day, Scott Leroy has a live webinar. He's going to go through Nurture Your Database with direct mailers on the 27th, and then it's You Choose on the 28th, Command Overview on the 1st. New Command website set up on the 2nd, database overview getting started. If you haven't enacted your new website, you really should just get on that. It's pretty simple, but it's a significant upgrade.
You know, the problem is that it doesn't sync to your IDX. That's the one thing that Command is kind of inferior to.
Of course it syncs to your IDX, no?
We're working on that.
Who said that?
I thought we're working on it.
That's why, so I can't switch over because the platform does not do that.
It used to. No?
No?
I'm gonna find out, because that's the other issue we talked about this morning too.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's the second one. Yeah, it should, is what I thought so. All right, you know better than I, today at least. 2 p.m. today, after the county assessor, we're going to meet for our mentee meeting, which we love, but we want you all to go to the assessor's conversation today. Also, buyer broker review, let me try again. Thank you very much. The broker caravan every Tuesday, 11 to 2. We meet from here, 11 o'clock every Tuesday. Please come and join everyone. What's that?
10:45.
10:45. You should be here early by at least 10:45. Yeah, because we are going to leave on the button. Forward Living Fire Coaching every Monday and Friday. You can join in person too, 10 a.m. At the Hollywood Hills on Friday and at the Beverly Hills on Monday. Let's Talk Options is changing. KW Investment Network. Ryan and the boys over at the Investment Network do their call every first and third Monday of the month at 10 a.m. Be great to get on there and understand how you can use this to not only solve problems with potential sellers, but also garner some business from it. Use it as a way to start a dialogue with potential clients. Script practice. Samantha?
Yeah, so this is new, so we haven't done this at our office, so here we hop on with Keller and Hollywood Hills. So they do it on Zoom, they do script practice, which is, practicing with us versus practicing with potential clients. So the Zoom link will be in the education calendar that you guys get access to in the Rise and Shine every day.
And I think Sonia Roland is probably leading this.
I'm not sure who's leading it, but I just know
Yeah.
they do it.
So here's we've had script practice here in the office, period, and, you know, people come and then it kind of floats away, they float away. Today, it's great. Hey, if there's enough need for this in the office, I will supply it in the office. In the meantime, getting on Zoom and doing script practice with the group is a great way to start. Let's see how that goes. All right, core services, Andy cannot be with us. Oh, this is a twist. It's a twist. Brian Murray coming up to talk. We definitely need some theme song for Brian, right? Brian's song.
Sorry, I'm currently in training right now for KW is switching us over to a new system in July that mainly affects me, but it affects you guys to a certain extent. So one thing is, if you guys use green sheets, you will not be able to use green sheets anymore. Everything has to be done through command. So the command process for submitting transaction information is going to be no different for you guys. It's only new for me. So I want you guys to know, if you have closings or transactions coming into the system in the first 2 weeks of July, just please have some grace for me, because I may struggle a little bit, but I will be able to figure it all out. I'm currently in my 6th hour of training. I have 4 more hours left. And then there's one other thing I wanted to talk about regarding this. Yes, there's going to be a downtime where I can't put new transactions and I can't process old transactions. So July 4th, July 5th, I won't be able to do anything. I'll be completely frozen out of the system. So if you guys have a transaction that's closing or opening next week, please get it in as soon as possible so that I can get it processed for you and get you guys going.
We'll be closed on the 4th, so it's really
Yeah, mainly the 5th. That's the main thing.
So if we have something closing the following week, should we get it into you early, or would you prefer us to wait?
It does not matter. Yeah. Before or after is fine. That's it.
Thank you, Brian.
Obviously, Raha knows this.
I love the fact that Brian, steps in front so little that he gets just a clap for showing up, right? All right, yeah, and this is not theoretically, in actuality, it's a full integration of command into the accounting software backend that Brian uses on the daily. Does that make sense? Oh yeah, we're having a little, Andy will not be with us today. That much I do know. She communicated. Rich Paisani, I believe this is his week off also. Rich,
No,
are you there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, sorry about that, Rich. I don't
That's
have a
okay.
visual.
Because I was at West Side, you probably assumed I wasn't here, but because of what's going on, I wanted to make sure that I touch base with both offices today.
Thank you.
As we all know, after my 2-hour class of teaching the new forms, then they have delayed most of the forms because the DOJ got a hold of an earlier version and they want to weigh in on the changes that were being made and all of that. So most of the forms regarding the settlement have been delayed. We don't have a time frame as to when they will be released. CAR does think that they will be released, obviously prior to when the rule changes go into effect August 17th. And as far as I've been told, that date is standing. That won't be delayed. So August 17th, the rules will change, and we will have to adjust. So we're just in a waiting pattern until the DOJ gets back to CAR in regards to those forms. The other thing, go ahead.
As a minimum, on August 17th, when you say the rules will change, meaning that buyer broker agreements will be mandatory.
Right.
Is
And
that the
offer of
word?
compensation will not be in the MLS. Although I haven't heard when the MLS is removing it or CRMLS. But most of them, I believe, will be removing it prior to the deadline.
Got it.
But I haven't heard when that is.
Sure.
Okay,
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
right. Was there a question?
No, that's it. I just
Okay.
just established.
Yes.
Okay, and then other things that are happening July 1st is the amount a landlord can charge for a security deposit. If a landlord is not a mom and pop, and what is a mom and pop? That's two properties, not one of them consisting of more than 4 units. So if they have a duplex and a single family, that's still considered a mom and pop. If it's a fourplex, if it's 2 fourplexes, it's still considered a mom and pop. But once they hit over 4 units on a property, or more than 2 properties, then they have to abide by this new law starting July 1st, which is 1 month's rent for a security deposit. And as always, military personnel, active military personnel, always were 1 month's rent security deposit. Now, Charlotte, I did get clarification on the 6-month thing that we talked about during my class, that the least amount that a tenant can pay in advance is 6 months. So 6 months or more on a lease. So if a tenant only wants to pay 3 months, by law, it has to be 6 months. So that's clarification on that.
Interesting.
And
But they could pay the year up front, is what you're saying.
they could pay the whole lease up front. Yes. Yes.
Sometimes you'll get foreign nationals that want to lease a property and they don't have any credit, so they'll offer to pay the full
Right.
year up front, and that's always some confusion for those
Right.
that weren't on register.
Sure. And then the last thing that goes into effect on July 1st is the flipper law. And that is, if a property has been bought and is up for sale within 18 months, that seller needs to disclose everything that was done to that property, who it was done by, and supply contact information for those people and permits to the new buyer. And for clarification, exactly what's needed on the new SBQ, it lays it out exactly what needs to be supplied if there's 18 months between it's bought and it's sold.
Is that just information, Rich, or do they have to supply like receipts as well?
It's not it wasn't receipts. It was information. It was information and contact and warranties.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank
As
you.
usual, you're the bomb. All right. Duncan.
What's up, everybody? I just want to say I would have loved to be there today to see all your beautiful faces, but I am under the weather, unfortunately. So I figured I'd spare everyone. So I'm at home at the moment, but I just wanted to remind everyone that we are getting into air conditioning season. So obviously, there's going to be HVAC issues and claims that come up with people. Now would be actually a great time to contact your clients a reason to contact them and ask them if their AC is working okay. And then we could go about helping them make a claim if it's not. Keep in mind that contractors are always going to be backed up when we get in a heat wave. So it's good to get on it early. And also keep in mind that they do have the option to get their own contractor. Just know that they're only going to be reimbursed at our cost should any part need to be replaced or anything need to be done. So just a reminder. And I also wanted to remind you guys that Fidelity, we don't talk about coverage differences too much between companies, but we are the only major home warranty company that has no limits on AC. So that is super huge. If they ever need to have it fully replaced, we do not have limits. And we also pay for a certain amount of pounds of replacement of Freon, which most of the other companies don't pay for either. So that's a huge advantage for your clients working with us should any AC issue happen. I would also prep them that, contractors are backed up in that field at this time of year, especially now that we've started a heat wave and it seems to be keep going. So just a reminder there. Again, I appreciate all your guys' support and all you guys do. And let me know if you have any questions or need anything at all.
Duncan, is there a process to using your own contractor that do they have to register?
No, they just need to let us know. So they could email me and I could send it to Tanisha and she'll basically approve anyone. There's generally not a huge requirement for it, but they will need the process on the back end is they will need to submit a invoice, and the invoice does have to be laid out a certain way. So it does have to show, like the itemized things that were going on with it. So make sure that contractor supplies that to us, but they just need to get approval from Tanisha, which shouldn't be difficult at all. So they could call her extension directly or just email me and I can send it to her and she'll give approval.
Great,
Duncan.
thank you.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Duncan, as always. Feel better. Raha, are you on today?
I am. Hi. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Hi.
oh yeah.
So, happy June, other than, well, it's almost over, but other than being the best month out of the year, the new forms, as Rich said, will come out in August, but some are already out. And some of you have already reached out to me asking some questions, but I just wanted to make sure that you guys check to see that you are completing the latest versions of the forms and that you are getting familiar with what has changed. The latest one was that the cancellation of contract there's a section on there that now has that the seller agrees to pay for buyers out-of-pocket expenses for inspection reports and appraisal fees. And, agents are, they're familiar with the forms. They don't know that section has been added. It was added. It became a thing. So just make sure that you really review all the new forms, and that the more you know and the more you're aware as an agent, you can be, better advise your clients. So again, yes. Hello.
Yeah, Raha, could you maybe create like a little something we could send out via, you work with Samantha, via our emails that kind of illustrates the change a little bit? Because that sounds like one of those things that that everybody's going to get hit with at least once. Like they're not going to learn until they're coming out of pocket to pay, right? So that would be great. Thank you.
Well, the seller still has to agree to it.
Yes, of course, but they do that,
They check it and then the seller signs that section too. So we just have to make sure that page 2 of the cancellation has this section. And if it's checked and the seller signs, then there you have it.
Is there, oh, never mind. I guess there's.
All right, let's look at all these. She's gonna help us with that. But we have a speaker, and look at this happy week.
That's why it's the best month.
Look at that. Eunice, Kim, Raha, Etienne, Lynn, Stephanie, Melanie, Sarah, Lissay, also Steve Senegram, Adrian, and Lorna Hennington, all within a week. Wow, 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 wow. Happy birthday, you guys. Also, some closed escrows this week, which looks good. Angela Bond on Victory Boulevard, Eileen Lonzo on Swall, Heidi Davis on Gilmore, Adam Pergamin on Meadowbrook Road, Rachel and Tiffany on Euclid, Frank Money on Goleta, also Christina Kim. How long has that been for
Congratulations.
Marcia Court?
Do we not have to say Marcia anymore?
Marcia,
I have
no.
sold all three
All the
Marcias.
Marcias
I
are
am
gone.
out of there until our next project, but it took me 10 months.
For this one.
That's a hard one.
For this one. Yeah.
For that one. The
Yeah.
other one sold really fast.
Yeah. Excellent. I would go in deeper, but I want to keep the train rolling. Also, some new escrows. Charlotte, congratulations on Linda Vista. Tiffany on Maricopa. Base Hennington on River Rock. Heidi has 2, one on Hespe and Falling Star. On Industrial. Steve and Christine, congratulations. On 6th Street. And Michael Flanagan on what I believe is pronounced No Show, right? All right. Some more escrows. I love that. Loading up the pipeline. Jeffrey Perlman, Day Her, Laura Anderson on Manitoba and High Point, and Christina Kim on Sunny Slope. My presentation up. Closed leases. Alex Dion on Los Diegos Way, Heidi on Gower and Wilshire, and also Oakhurst on Tron on Grand Avenue. Rachel Biggio on Canfield, and Christina on Arvia and Glover Place. Some closed referrals. Oh God, you guys are popping. You should go way more often. Barentine Group on for referral in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Okay, another one, Christy Moretz in Hermitage, Tennessee. Tiffany gave one out to Beaumont, California. Russ Irwin to Mammoth Lake, California, and Kayla Kim to La Palma, California. It's excellent, you guys. New listing, single family, and Christina Kim, 1050 South Grand Avenue, Unit 709. It's 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,280 square feet for $1,000,989. Anything to add? Is that the real skyline there, or is that a
Digitally enhanced.
digitally enhanced? Okay.
Yeah, the corner unit, 1050, one of the newer condos in downtown South Park. It is vacant, so very easy to reach out.
Excellent. Nina Chia has 5127 Gaynor Avenue in Encino. It's a 3 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,104 square feet for $1,849,000. It looks pretty sweet. Fun one. Leases. Bonacor has a lease on Wilcox, and that is for $11,000 a month for a 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,784 square feet. Hikari has a listing of the 4 bedroom, 3 bath, 2,200 square feet for $4,500 on 1077 South Norton. What's that?
Looks like a good deal.
Looks like a good deal. I'm trying to see if, did we?
Yeah, same picture.
Yeah, maybe it's not a good deal.
We'll get back
Hard
to
to
you.
say.
It's yours, all right.
I can send it.
Is this the picture? Is this your picture? No, it's not your picture. Do you want to tell us about this?
Yeah, I will have open house this Friday, afternoon 12 to 2. And
It is 4 bedroom, 3 bath?
not actually. The main house is 2 bed, 1 bath, and 1 studio and 80.
And that's all for that's all together, 4,500?
Very unique.
Oh,
house.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a campus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great, excellent. Thanks, Akari. Christina has a West 17th Street unit, 5-bedroom, 3-bed. The bedroom counts are crazy on these
I
things.
know.
1,775 square feet for $5,000.
It's a duplex. It's the upper unit. Landlord lives in the downstairs unit. The thing is, it's a mid-city. It's great. It's newer construction. Problem is it's a 5-bedroom, but the landlord only wants 3 occupants.
Well, it's physically small for 5.
1,775 square feet.
It's still very spacious, the way that it's configured, and I'm getting calls, but everyone wants to be either 4 or 5 roommates.
Sure.
So.
Load them up. Christina and Doncher have Via
Arbolada. So it's in Monterey Hills. It's right by the USC Medical Center, so it's great. It's a 2-bedroom plus den, and it's in the back unit, so it has a great view of the hills and all the forests they have in the Amerisol.
For a reasonable $36.95.
Yep.
Molina Lofts. Is
my
that
God.
correct? Is it Molina Lofts?
Yes, it's at the Molina Block, yes, in the Arts District downtown. Transitioning out the tenants, great loft space. Rented it previously for 36. I've dropped it down to 35, being very sensitive to what's happening in the rental market. So we want to move this fast.
Excellent. Income properties. Vinnie Park has on Maplewood what looks like a 2 units, 7,260 square foot lot for $1,100,000. Looks like like it could be a tear down. Is my assertion? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much, yes.
Yeah. All right. Pocket listings coming soon. Who's got them?
So
Share.
I have a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. I talked about it briefly, but we're going to be launching it in 2 weeks. But it is going to be vacant starting from this weekend, so I can't do pre-showing. 4-bedroom, 2-bath in Alhambra. Yeah. So if you guys have anyone that's looking for a fixer project, give me.
Price point.
Price point is at $989. So a little shy of $1 million, corner unit, detached garage, 1,770 something square feet. Lot size is a little shy of 7,000, I think, or 7,000. So.
Excellent. Who else? Anybody else have any coming soons?
Coming soon,
Come on, Christine.
Sunrise Park, it is 4 units, new construction, 2681 Roseview. The units are 3-bedroom, 4-bedrooms, and they all have their own private decks on top, which is cool. And they're going to be around 3.2 million.
Is it like a small lot subdivision or a? Yeah.
It's a small lot.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
So
All right.
3.2 for each or for
No,
all of them?
no, for the 4 units.
So it's not a small lot, it's
No.
rental property. Okay.
Got it. Townhouse style.
Townhouse style, really nice, beautiful 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom.
Each.
units. Each one has its own little private
Okay.
deck. And then, so if you know Cypress Park, there's like fields right there, and if you look this way, there's like a stadium now.
What's the address?
It's 2681 Roadview. I have the keys, doing open house and stuff like that.
Excellent.
And they're all empty currently.
They're all empty and they're all staged. They're pretty.
Tifco.
We have a 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath townhome style condo coming up in Westwood, 1722 Malcolm Avenue. It's a top floor unit. So it has 2 levels. The bedrooms are downstairs. So 2 side-by-side parking spaces, 3 storage units, all that good stuff. So
Price?
1658 square feet, $1,048,000. We think.
What's the
Yeah,
HOA?
confirm the price later.
What's the HOA?
The HOA is, I think it's 100 something.
Excellent.
Including our
Sure. Anyone else I'm missing? Anybody online have anything that you want to share? Pocket listings coming soon? All right, we'll move on to Wants needs, before we go into our presenter, wants needs, fill the bucket. Christina?
I'm looking for new construction, fourplex in West Hollywood. Price doesn't matter.
Size of
I need
units.
all of the units to be 4 bedrooms minimum.
Whoa. 16 bedroom, fourplex, is that what you're looking, in West Hollywood, new construction?
So you're looking for land?
No.
Okay.
So my client's got about
That's a
$15
lot.
million. She's got to do a 1031 exchange. I need multiple of these. I don't need one. I need like 4. So if you've got anything, so it's for housing for foreign exchange students. So if you've got anything in the pipeline or whatever.
Or anybody know anybody that's building something, you'll.
The only thing is we're location specific, which means it's got to be in like the West Hollywood area.
I think the Common Company went bankrupt. So you might want to see if they've got any.
Finished products that they're selling, aren't they?
No, they've got plenty of finished
All right,
products.
I'll
They went bankrupt, so
Yeah.
it might be worth looking into it.
Absolutely. Got to turn over every rock for that. Who else? Anybody else, wants needs coming soon?
I just want to fill Pete's bucket for
Dusty.
talking me off a ledge the other day.
He's good like that.
Yeah.
He is a calming effect.
I had a very upsetting situation and he was very calming. Thank you, Pete. Hmm?
You want to tell us?
No,
No, we don't have time to get
just
into
thanking Pete.
Anybody else? Wants, needs, fill the bucket? Anybody online? Everybody? Okay, that's good. Our presenter, where did he go? I thought I just saw him a minute ago. Rick Morris is a certified appraiser. Oh, here he goes. Run it in, Rick. I'm sorry it took so long. Got a little chat.
All right, good to meet everybody. Thanks for having me. I know I don't have a lot of time today, but really what I want to talk about real quick is going to be how to get you guys listings. I know that's the most important thing. All right, so I'm going to get into that real quick, but I want to say that just to kind of get your attention. Okay, usually I speak about an hour, hour and a half, and it's a million questions. We've got Zoom going on. I was just at.
We can have a class later.
Maybe later, yeah, whatever.
I mean, we can have you
If
come
I
and
can
teach
help,
the class.
but I always
Sure.
say only if it'll help. Talk to the agents, say, see if they want it.
Sure.
We just did AKG Beverly Hills, did a big one, and so anyway, to give you my background, okay. Again, my name's Rick Morris, real estate appraiser, over 25, 30 years. I hate to say even longer, but I've been friends with Pete forever, probably 30 years. That's.
He has a way of doing that.
Yeah, so we're old guys, and then as far as my offices, Century City and Encino, I'm local, so make sure, which we would get into all that too, when you interview the appraiser and all that. And I usually talk about low appraisals too, but as far as my background, I have the SRA designation, which is the highest designation you can get as an appraiser. And I like to tell you, everybody, that because when you're interviewing the appraiser, you want to get somebody that really knows the area, has the knowledge and experience. And when you interview them, you want to make sure that they have at least find out what level of license they have, the highest license, and then if they have any designations, okay. But so as far as really, so I do a lot of private work. I do a lot of date of death, divorce, litigation, expert witness, estate planning, and really, this is where it's going to come down to. I get all my referrals, right? And this is how it's going to benefit you guys. This is why I like to get out. And it works all the time, all right? How to get listings. So you guys get a call from a homeowner and they say, I need an appraisal. You say, okay, I got Rick Morris, send him, they call me, right? And I do the appraisal for them. I'm talking to them a lot. I really build up a good rapport with them. I meet them at the property. I spend a lot of time with them. They tell me all their problems, I'm like a counselor. So they're telling me, well, should I say, they ask me because they know I'm unbiased. I'm like under the radar. So here's where they're telling me, okay, it's all these real estate agents are bombarding me. Because they all know, right? It was a date of death, whatever. So they're just getting hit every day. And I tell them, don't do anything. I got the perfect agent for you. You guys are going to send me your info. I'm going to promote you the whole time. I'm there, even on the phone. I start to prep you at the beginning, once I get the referral. So then it's great because I get calls all the time from agents going, yeah, I got the listing, thanks. So it's a good way where I always say, team up with an appraiser. If it's not me, find a good appraiser you trust you guys can make more money. Everybody, you're gonna save so much money in commissions. I've been doing this so long. I hear so many stories, I'm trying to keep this so short, but all the stories of low appraisals, and a lot of agents, they really don't, I don't want to say they don't understand the process. They're just not working with the appraiser as much as they should be. They really need to understand it. You need to interview the appraisers, because it's always the low appraisal, it's always low fees. These guys don't want to take the time to look at comparables. It's a lot of issues. So we can get into all that, later if we do another meeting. But as far as, I want you guys just, as far as takeaways, if you're going to interview the appraiser, I want you to have a set list of questions. Maybe create on your desktop, your list of improvements, your most recent comps, right? Like five comps. Don't give them any more. 5 good comps, 2 actives pendings, the rest comps, right, that have sold. And then you're going to, when you're talking to them, you're going to email him this information. You're not going to hand them to him. I still get this all the time where agents hand me the comps at the property. And I always tell them, it's a good chance the appraiser's not going to look at them. You're kind of wasting your time because it's going to cost him double the amount of time. So you just have to think of that, hand them it, you can do it, but it's not going to help you. All the appraisers I know, I'm good friends with all the guys. We're all in the Appraisal Institute. We have seminars, we get together. So we talk about all the issues, right? How we can work together with you guys. So as far as that goes.
You're saying it takes double the time because they have to go check your work?
Yeah. See, because, okay, right after you get off the phone, most appraisers, good question, right? Because right after you get off the phone, the appraiser's going to run comps.
Yeah.
So you guys should get off right after you get off the phone, get your comps ready and email them right away. That way he's going to look through them. He's going to pick out his comps. He's going to say, well, which one, you don't want to do double. He's going to take 5 or 6 comps. He's going out to the property. He's not going to go take those and then have to sit there and go through them and then drive them. And I mean, it is double the work. So that's where I've been saying this for 30 years, right? Since I've been speaking, but it's amazing. Well, the problem is, we got a lot of younger agents.
Well, and we're kind of taught the opposite of that, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. We're taught to get those over.
Right.
And if I'm clear, what you're saying is, if you're going to send them over really quickly.
Send them right away.
Don't wait till the appraisal day, because by the appraisal day, he's already gone.
He's already probably looked at it. Exactly.
That's good insight.
That's what, you definitely got to do. I can't tell you how important that is, because it's too late once you get the little appraisal. So everything I kind of go into about this whole interview process and everything, you've got to do it right away.
Yeah.
I mean, time is of the essence. You got to just send them to him that way, right when he's looking at them.
And just to be clear, the framework that Rick's talking about is is when the client is the purchaser of the appraisal, right? In a bank situation, in a lending situation, we don't really have a choice in that, right? You're in the bank.
Yeah, you can always request. There's some guys that request me. I mean, I don't know how
that
they do
works,
it.
because
Somehow
the
they put in
there's a barrier with the bank, right?
Yeah. I think it just depends on the
And then
mortgage company.
the other thing I really want to say about this particular moment and having an appraiser is that I would say, aside from developers and the such, that at least 75% of the sell side is a life event sale. Like, people aren't choosing to sell to upgrade 75% of the time in this particular market. There's a divorce, there's a death, there's a moving to a assisted living, there's a moving for a job or divorce or something. That's what I mean. And in that, that's when your services become a little more relevant, right? Is in these situations, like your whole list there, which
it's a
I
lot
just
of.
want to let some of these guys know what
Because
what your highest and best use is. Right?
And exact thanks. And really, I do mostly date of death and divorce, private party. Right. I'm still doing expert witness litigation, but it just seems like so many calls.
Sure.
And that's where you probably get the calls, and then I see agents and they'll be like, wow, I don't know anybody. They didn't even know we do a private party. So that is why I like to get out. They don't even until I say I do. They look on my card. They go
an appraiser referral.
So it's good for you guys to know that, because then it's just another potential listing for you guys, right? That's really how we work together. And
we're going to have to come back and just teach a class on appraisal.
Yeah, yeah, we can talk,
There is it.
yeah, we can talk about
We have
comparable
a
selection, we can talk
curious,
about,
group of agents, so.
yeah, you can check with Pete, how, I've been working with him forever, but as far as
I don't
my
think I'll
background,
maybe just-
but does anybody need a card or anything, or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay,
So-
I'll pass those out on the way.
Yeah, so why don't you hang out a little bit?
Okay.
I'll wrap this up and then you can answer people's individual questions and.
Yeah, you know, that's
and,
how-
make some friends.
Yeah, usually that's how we do it, right? It's like, I always keep it interactive.
Yeah.
It's just like a million questions on, but it
Yeah, we're,
depends
so
on,
we have the,
but
we
it's
have
good.
the assessor coming in today.
Yeah.
So-
Good.
It's good to meet you.
Good to see everybody.
Charlotte wants one right up. Hey, and we'll have you back. Thanks,
Yeah,
Rick.
here's my card, you need.
All right, no, yep,
All
sure.
right. Make sure
All
it's my
right,
social.
you guys-
There you go.
Thank you, sorry for going late today.